Today I discuss a philosophy journey to discovering the self. Introduction. This module aims to describe the different philosophical perspectives of the self from various philosophers, evaluate the importance of having different philosophical perspectives of the self, in practice wider understanding of different point of view of people based on the various philosophical perspective that knowledge, skills, and insight student would gain from this course may be used in their academic and debate endeavors to choose discipline in their future years of the understanding their self and identity. Ang module na daw po ito is may mga iba't ibang philosophical na pananaw ang mga philosopher. Yun po, may iba't ibang pananaw ang mga philosopher. The specific objective at the end of the lesson, the study should be able to describe the different philosophical perspectives of the self from various philosophers, evaluate the importance of having different philosophical perspective of the self, and practice wider understanding of different point of views of people based on the various philosophical perspectives. From myth to science, philosophical Greek attitudes toward the soul and the perspective for surviving bodily death found expression in Homer and subsequently in the mystery cults of Dionysus and Orpheus. The attempts to grapple with such issues philosophical occurred hundreds of years later in the 6th century BCE, primarily in the philosophies of Pythagoras and Heraclitus. In Homer, people had psyches which survived their bodily death, but the survival of a psyche was not the survival of a person. Before bodily death, people's psyches or life principles associated with their breath and movement. First philosopher, Socrates. Know the self. Socratic thinking. The Socratic way, also known as method of Mencius elected method or Socratic debate, is a form of cooperative argumentative dialogue between individuals based on asking and answering questions to stimulate critical thinking, to throw out ideas, understanding, precision. Know thyself. Nilalanin ng iyong sarili. Socrates po ay naniniwala na kapag nakikipagpalitan ka po ng salita is may mga nalalaman ka, may mga na-adapt ka based on asking and answering question to stimulate critical thinking. Yun po. Next, Plato. For Plato, the human person is composed of body of soul. The body is the material of destructive part of the human person, while the soul is the immaterial and destructive part. For Plato, the soul is the self. According to Plato, the soul is three parts: the rational soul, cognition. Plato considered the rational soul of the superior among the three because it serves as a moral and rational guide for the spiritual soul and the appetitive soul. The spiritual soul is emotion. The appetitive soul is physical. Kung ano yung mga kagustuhan mo, kung ano yung gusto mo. Yung spiritual soul daw is, kay Plato, is emotions, mga kalungkutan, mga ganun. Ang appetitive soul naman is yung mga physical na gusto mo at yung gusto mo. Plato's cave symbolism, the cave, the shadow, the wall for prisoners. Dito naman sa Plato's cave is yung mga prisoner is nakatutok sa sunlight para makita yung shadow cast on this wall, para ma-define nila yung self. Aristotle, his discussion about the self focuses the kinds of soul processed by a person. Thus, he introduced the three kinds of soul: vegetative, sentient, and rational. The vegetative soul includes the physical body that can grow. Sentient soul includes sense, desire, feelings, and emotion. Rational soul is what makes man human and includes the intellect that allows man to know and understanding things. Si Aristotle naman is may tatlo siyang paniniwala: vegetative, sentient, and rational. Yung vegetative is mga nasasangkot na physical sa katawan natin. Yung mga sentient, yung mga sample, mga pagnanasa, ganun, mga sentient. Itong rational, yung mga emosyon at nakapangangatuwiran kaluluwa ng pagkatao. Yan po.
Descartes was more concerned with the understanding the thinking process we use to answer questions. He agreed with the great thinkers before him that the human ability to reason constitutes the extraordinary instrument we have to achieve truth and knowledge. Cogito ergo sum. I think therefore I am is the first principle of Descartes' theory of knowledge, because he is confident that no rational person will doubt his or her own existence as a conscious thinking entity while we are aware of thinking about ourselves. For Descartes, then, this is the essence of yourself. You are thinking thing, a dynamic identity that engage in all those mental operations we associate with being a human self. For example, you understand situation in which you find yourself. You doubt the accuracy of ideas presented to you. You affirm the truth of a statement made about you. You deny an accusation that someone has made. You will yourself to complete a task you have begun. If you refuse to follow a command that you consider to be unethical. You imagine a fulfilling career for yourself. You feel passionate emotions toward another person. In real life scenario, consider a person reflecting on their own existence and consciousness. Kung ang isang tao ay nagtatanong sa kanilang mga paniniwala, karanasan o kaisipan, ang pagkilos ng pagtatanong mismo ay nagiging katibayan ng kanilang malay na pag-iral. Halimbawa, kung nagdududa ka sa iyong sarili, mga pangunawa o pinag-iisipan ang kalikasan ng katotohanan, ang iyong kakayahang makisali sa gayong pagmumuni-muni ay nagpapatunay sa iyong pag-iral bilang isang nilalang na nag-iisip. This introspective process reflects the essence of John Locke speaks of personal identity and survival of consciousness after death. A criterion of personal identity through time is given. Such a criterion specifies insofar as that as possible. The necessary and sufficient conditions for the survival of person. John Locke holds that personal identity is a matter of psychological continuity. He considered personal identity or the self to be found on consciousness, viz. Memory, and not on the substance of either the soul or the body. John Locke's view on personal identity and survival of consciousness after death is rooted in empiricism and the idea that our identity is shaped by our experience and memories. Therefore, if consciousness does not persist after death, there would be no continuation of personal identity in the afterlife, as there would be no consciousness to retain those memories. Ang gustong iparaning ni John Locke ay nabubuo ang pagkatao mo through experience, through bad and good memories. Naniniwala rin siya sa eternal life o buhay na walang hanggan. Pero hindi siya naniniwala sa natural immortality ng soul o kaluluwa. Naniniwala siya na ang kaluluwa ay namamatay kasama ang katawan. Regarding the issue of personal identity, Hume's skeptical claim is that we have no experience of a simple individual impression that we can call the self, where the self is the totality of a person's conscious life. Ayon kay David Hume, na ang ating ilang mga impresyon at mga ideas ay dapat na magkaroon ng isang reference. Kung anumang impresyon ay nagmumula sa ideya ng sarili, ang impresyon na iyon ay dapat na patuloy through the whole course of our lives. Dahil ang sarili ay dapat na umiiral sa ganoong paraan. Example, nagkamali ka sa buhay, hindi madidikta kung ano ang pagkatao mo sa pagkakamali na yun. Dahil wala namang masamang tao, masamang desisyon lang. Two kinds of conscious self: empirical self, consciousness, inner self, transcendental apperception. Ang inner sense, according to Kant, allow us to have self-awareness or consciousness of ourselves as thinking and experience beings. Ang inner selves, ang inner awareness na ito ay hindi based sa pandama na pangunawa, ngunit isang kinakailangang kondisyon para sa anumang nakakamalay na karanasan. It provides the unity and continuity of our mental life, allowing us to connect our various thoughts and experience into a coherent self. Ito yung mga bagay na aware ka na may pagkukulang na willing kang baguhin. Transcendental apperception is a term employed by Immanuel Kant and subsequent Kantian philosophers to designate that which makes experience possible. The term can also be used to refer to the junction of which the self and the world come together. Ito yung kakayanan mo na maging possible yung mga bagay-bagay para sa sarili mo.
Sigmund Freud, the self is multi-layered. According to Freud, there's two levels of human function: the conscious and the unconscious, different radically both in their content and in the rules of logic that govern them. Our conscious self invade a mode of operation that presides the development of the all form of our mental function. We include throughout our lives and primary rock bottom activities. The primary serving on which all human functioning is unlimitedly based. In contrast, the conscious self is governed by the reality principle rather than the pleasure in principle. and this level of functioning behavior experience organized in the way that are rational, practical, and appropriate to the environment. Gilbert Ryle. Gilbert Ryle believes that our behaviors make us who we are. The self is not merely an entity that you can easily locate or analyze by simply the government name that people you use to reverse the all behaviors that people make. The self is open for exploration into different facets. Paul Churchland. Eliminative materialism. This view is embedded in the work of philosophers like Paul Churchland, who believes that the mind is the brain, and the over time mature neuroscience vocabulary will replace the Fox physiology that we currently use to think about ourselves and our mind. Maurice Merleau-Ponty, pronounced as Pontier, believes that the definition of self is all about one's perception of his or her experience and how we interpret those experiences. He believes that mind and body is intertwined or connected and they cannot be separate from one another. He dismissed the Cartesian dualism and said that the living body or thought, emotion, and experience are all one.